Hello all, welcome back. You may or may not remember me putting this window in the van. I don't know if you can see that well, but it's not gone great. It's all cracked. I think it was a combination of the wrong plastic and too thick plastic. It's probably 6mm. I think it's acrylic, which was a mistake. And yeah, too thick, so it couldn't bend properly with the curve of the door, and it's just broke. It looks terrible, and it lets the water in, so I need to fix it. And that is the plan for today. I already bought some thinner, I think, polycarbonate. I don't know, but it feels more flexible anyway. So first job is to take the million screws out and see how it's going to come off. I've got a few other jobs to do as well. Hopefully I can get this sorted, because Marie is currently on a jolly in the Dolomites. But when she gets back, we're hoping to go on a little trip together in this for a week or so. But then after that, that should be the first of many adventures in this van, because as I said in the last video, it's now working. Touch wood, you know. I don't take half measures with these things, do I? It's gonna come off. I think that might have been my first problem right there. I put this metal frame straight onto the plastic, and that probably didn't help with the cracking. Maybe I need a layer of rubber in between. It seems like a smart thing to do. Right, this is not going to come off easily, is it? I just hope it don't take too much paint with it. I wonder if I can slip this under. Oh! That might actually not be too bad. I don't know. Let's see. I suppose once I get it going, if I can get it going. Oh, okay. That's what we don't really want to do. Take it off in 300 individual pieces, if I can help it. Yeah, it's very brittle, very unflexible. So I think this was the wrong choice of plastic. Well, I didn't really make a choice, I just bought whatever they had in the shop. But in hindsight, it was the wrong choice. Right, I feel like this is probably going to take me a while, so I will check in with you once it's off. That wasn't too bad actually. The window is off, and yeah, it is mega cracked. So what I've got, oh, can't reach. I bought this stuff a little while ago to replace it with. Yeah, that's lucky. I think I hope it's just a plastic on it that's making it opaque. Yes, that is clear. But this is a bit thinner, a lot more flexible, so that should bend around that curve better. Obviously it's not going to be as strong, but you know, whatever. If someone's willing to smash this window, then it's probably easier to smash that window, if we're honest, you know. So now I need to pick all of this stuff off, which is going to take a minute. Get the lumps out. And I've just realised, which is typical Ash planning, I actually don't have any of the sealant tape left. So that is winning on every level. Because now I've got a hole in my van. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I might just make a rubber gasket for the whole thing. Got some tractor inner tube, so cut a rubber gasket. I think I've only got one go at this. Pretty sure, yeah. So I better get it right first time. Right, got it marked, so hopefully this don't break. Good, no crackage. It's a good start. Right. I'd say mission success there. And now's the fun bit, because I need to pre-drill all of these holes so the screws can go through. Oh, right, all the holes done. I have to make sure I get it the right way round as well, because no doubt it's not the same. So this is my plan for the gasket. Will it work? Don't know. I feel like there's enough screws in this that it will clamp down enough, but it might leak. We'll see. If it does, I'm just gonna have to buy more of this tape stuff. I mean, even if I cut this in half, it still won't be enough, I don't think, to do the whole window. Get a meal of this pollard. Not going to fold out flat, is it? Because it's a curve. Great. Well planned. Oh. Might just get away with it though when it's thin enough that it'll stretch. We'll see. I can't believe how handy these tractor tubes have come in. I've done so much from these. Just need to trim it up. I think what I'm going to have to do is mount everything first, like put the plastic on, put some screws in, put the gasket on, and then put it on the van, because it's a bit springy. I decided not to bother tinting it, especially with winter coming up. It'd be nicer to have more light coming in. One thing I'm doing differently is just adding a strip of tape that's going to sit between the plastic and the metal. And hopefully just protect it a little bit. It might help, it might not, don't know. Question is, I need to get the holes the right way around. That's the next thing. Pretty sure that was that side, so it must be this way. Now, let's just sort of get it roughly in place, and then I'll be able to gauge if it's going to work better. Didn't account for that problem. So the screw like ravelling up the rubber seal. That's not too bad. We can manage. I think this will work actually. I mean, obviously time will tell if it's going to leak or not, but looking good. Right, I'll get the rest of the screws in. Thought I'd better finish it off by hand. There's a bit more feel than using the drill. So far so good, although the other one didn't crack right away, to be fair. It was the temperature changes that got it, I think. But we'll see if this one fares any better. There we go, no more cracked window. I do obviously have the option to put the blind down. So it's not the end of the world that it isn't tinted. Or one-handed operation, not so good. Yeah, we'll see how it holds up, especially over winter. Now, on with the next job for the day, which is battery upgrade. So, I've seen quite a few times on the fogstar video that I did when I first put this in, people asking how it's holding up, basically, after, well, it's been 2 years now I've had this stuff. And I've only got good things to say, to be honest. You know, I know that I got them for nothing, so take my opinion as you will, basically. But for me, I can say that I still highly rate them, and they've been brilliant, really. So I have this 105 in there. I don't know if you can see it, the little guy just there. But it's not, it is enough, but I'd feel more comfortable with more, basically, for the winter, because of this thing. When it's like -30, if this is running, or the heater's running all night, this is down to about 50% in the morning, which is a bit, I want more of a window of safety, you know, especially because, like, to start the van, the engine preheated diesel heater thing has to come on, which is also powered from this. So if I were to stay in a spot for more than 2 nights, I'd be jiggered, basically. So I'm going to, or I am, upgrading this from 105 to 280. So nearly 3 times the power. It's going to be fun to try and fit in. It's not that much bigger, but yeah, I mean, I'm not going to waffle on too much. It's just a black box, but it's what's inside the box that counts. And you know, as I say, our entire house is powered by this company, and if it wasn't good stuff I wouldn't use it, because otherwise it'd be a nightmare, you know, if it kept going wrong. There's a little size comparison for you if you're interested. So there's not much, only what, 10 centimetres, if that, longer. Tiny bit heavier, but not too bad. So it's nearly 3 times the power, almost. Another reason for changing to this one is because I actually want to use this one in my boat. Sounds a bit posh, doesn't it? I say I go pop the lithium battery in my boat. My boat was £100, wind you necking. Okay, that is all buttoned up now, in place. It's a little bit more movement than before because this time I've raised it off the ground with some bits of foam. So it's got a little bit of squidge to it, but it ain't going anywhere. I've put a piece of wood down the side. I also decided to make up these rubber covers because the terminals are closer together on this one than the old one, and I'm using like battery posts with these things, which isn't really a good way to do it, if I'm honest. It's better to have one cable going to a bus bar, but it is what it is. It's what I got at the moment. It'll be fine, it's just, yeah, you know, as I've said a million times in the past, don't copy what I do. I'm no expert. But yeah, happy with that. The bed's still going to go on. I've not had to change anything drastically. They'll still sit on there with plenty of space. What's happening? There we go. And that's it. And that is pretty much that, really. As long as nothing else catastrophically breaks on this van in the near future, you should be seeing a lot more of it. Go on some adventures, finally. It's only took 2 years. Sorry, the chickens were just having a wobbly. Anyway, like I said before, you know, take my opinion as the opinion of someone who got the thing for free, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie to you and say it's good. There's no reason for me to do that. You know, realistically, there's loads of companies out there selling batteries now, so I've got no reason to like be exclusive to one company, if you like. It's not like they're paying me to not do anything else. I just stick with them because I like their stuff, basically. I like the products and I like the company, so, or the people that run the company, I should say. I've probably annoyed them to death with questions because, you know, I'm not an expert on this stuff, so I'm always asking things, and some of the things are probably stupid, but they've always been very friendly, very helpful, and you know, that's good. That's what you want from a company. So That's why I stick with them. And take from that what you will. Right, I'll see you all soon. Catch you in a bit, hopefully very soon.